What's up, gamers? You have TigerChainsaw. When you think of video game sequels, what are some of the best that come to your mind? For me, a great video game sequel doesn't change up too much, especially if the first one was really successful or just super fun. Borderlands 2, I think, exemplifies what a sequel should be because it really doesn't change too much stuff, but it does give a few upgrades that are worth playing and make it worth owning. And so today I am reviewing Borderlands 2. Now, if you are a first-time viewer or if you just haven't yet, go ahead and hit that sub button because I've got tons of game reviews on this channel ranging from the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, all the way up to the PS5, and I already have reviewed Borderlands. So hit that sub button so you can help my channel grow. All right, let's head back to Pandora and see if there is an even bigger vault for us to open in this Borderlands 2 review. After the success of the original Borderlands, developer Gearbox Software and publisher 2K Games went back to work and released the sequel, Borderlands 2, in 2012 for the PS3 and Xbox 360. More guns, more madness, and more claptrap paved the way in this successful sequel. Let's dive in and find out what made Borderlands 2 the peak of the series. This party is worse than stairs, but hopefully this Borderlands 2 review is a bit better. You'll probably get that joke if you've played this game. Anyway, let's head to the plot of Borderlands 2, but be warned, spoilers are ahead. Would you guys like a full recap of the first Borderlands plot so I can seamlessly talk about that and the sequel? Well, too bad, I'm not gonna do that. Go watch my first review of Borderlands. Let's get to the plot of Borderlands 2, where I neatly put a bow on the plot. After the previous events on Pandora, you're back for more with 4 different Vault Hunters. Once again, I played the entire game in co-op mode. I chose to be Axton, who was the commando, and my friend was Salvador the Gunzerker. Taking place 5 years after the first Borderlands, there are rumors of an even larger vault on Pandora that brings attention back onto the planet. Opening the first vault resulted in Pandora producing a valuable mineral called iridium. A new mega corporation called Hyperion has settled in and mined the mineral, led by Hyperion's president, Handsome Jack. Under his rule, Pandora is seen as a Hyperion planet with Handsome Jack's base orbiting around it. You arrive on the planet in a wreck, but with the help of Claptrap and the guardian angel that returns from the first game, you are safely put into the city of Sanctuary. Recruited by the Crimson Raiders, a rebel organization with the goal of destroying Hyperion and Handsome Jack, you'll find yourself doing various missions for its members. One of these missions is to hijack a Hyperion train that is carrying a vault key. Blowing up the train results in fighting with a killer robot named Wilhelm. After stealing his power core and using it to power the shield of Sanctuary, you discover that it's a trap set by the guardian angel who has been working for Handsome Jack. With the shields down, Handsome Jack bombs Sanctuary from his orbiting station. Lilith, who you'll remember was from the first Borderlands, is able to save Sanctuary, which was a former spaceship. Handsome Jack's main goal is to open up the second vault by forcing the vault key to charge up with the iridium that he's been mining. Now that sneaky guardian angel starts to communicate with the Vault Hunters and informs them that she physically has the vault key. You'll break into a high security zone that holds the guardian angel, where you will meet her finally face to face. She informs you that she is a siren and Handsome Jack's daughter. She wants to stop her father from charging the key and asks you to kill her. That sounds terrible. I would never resort to that type of a solution. Just kidding, I killed that bitch. After you kill her, Handsome Jack teleports in and captures Lilith while killing my boy Roland. I played as Roland in the original Borderlands, and I was actually kind of surprised to see his death. I do feel like it was an important building block in the Borderlands universe, making you cherish the characters even more, knowing that they all were not invincible and that they could die. Anyway, Lilith safely transports you away from the chaos before Handsome Jack forces her to fully charge the vault key. You learn where the vault is located and you race to meet Handsome Jack there. When you arrive, it's too late, as Handsome Jack has opened it, releasing the Warrior, a violent monster that he can command. You kill the Warrior, and for good measure, you kill Handsome Jack too. In the end, Lilith tries to destroy the vault key for good, but accidentally activates a secret information storage unit inside the key that reveals several locations around the galaxy of more vaults. This time around, I feel like I was a lot more invested in the story, and that was kind of a complaint of the original Borderlands that I had. It just wasn't that exciting to follow. But in Borderlands 2, they really did a great job of mixing up the characters and included Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack really comes through as a villain you love to hate. His personality is one you've probably met in your life. He doesn't have superpowers, he's just a dick, which makes him more believable. He's cocky, he's arrogant, and he's in love with himself, but he's also a psychopath. He's ruthless, and he's greedy. I'm glad that I don't know anyone like that in my life. Let's get to the gameplay. The gameplay doesn't change much from the original Borderlands, and that's a good thing. During my playthrough, I spent hours collecting guns, strategizing which ones to use, and trying them out on poor psychos or midgets. At first, I was bummed that I would not be playing as Roland, but the 4 playable characters were adequate enough to make me forget about him. Now, I can never pass up a side quest, so I played them all. We leveled up as we went and continued to power up through our skill tree. Boss fights are back, and you'll face plenty of fun and interesting characters full of humors and quips as much as they have flesh-shredding ammo. Borderlands does a great job creating characters that you enjoy to interact with. Claptrap, Scooter, Moxie, and all of your favorites are back, along with a few new ones. Completing missions for them was enjoyable, and much like the original, you had plenty of fetch quests, bounties, monster hunts, and rescue missions. It's a good variety, and it always kept it fresh, and I just had a ton of fun doing this. The game is all more of the same from the first one, but it expands upon what made the first game so great. I'll never complain when a sequel comes out and keeps a successful formula. And because of all of this, Borderlands 2 is the peak in the series. Borderlands 2 is a great example of a sequel. It builds upon a successful formula, includes beloved characters, and sprinkles in a few upgrades, making it the best game in the Borderlands series. Borderlands 2 scores a 9.1 out of 10, making this a masterpiece. So that was my review of Borderlands 2 from 2012 on the PS3. The first 2 Borderlands I feel are top tier games. You get characters that are just hilarious with their quips, you have a good variety of missions, and you've got guns galore. Overall, the first 2 games are just so much fun, especially when you have friends to play with. Now, unfortunately, as you're going to see as I continue to review the Borderlands series, this is it. This was the peak of the entire series because the next couple games that come out really stink. But I will talk more about why they stink in some future videos. Now, while you are here, why don't you drop me a comment on your favorite Borderlands 2 character? Who did you play as, and do you like Borderlands 1 or 2 better? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, and of course, the best thing you can do is subscribe to this channel because I've got tons of game reviews. And as always, if you haven't watched the first Borderlands, that's gonna be coming up next. Gamers, thanks for watching, and make sure you play a video game today.